Hello and welcome to Monmouth in Focus, a program about the services and functions of Monmouth County government. I'm Cynthia Scott, your host for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. April is Food Drive Month in Monmouth County, and April marks the third year the county is teaming up with the Food Bank of Monmouth and Ocean County to help reduce hunger in our area. And here to tell us more about the food drive is Monmouth County Freeholder John Curley, the liaison to the county's Department of Human Services. Freeholder, why is this food drive such an important one?
Cynthia, first of all, I want to thank you very much. I don't think you received the accolades that you should for getting this information out to the public,
thank you.
I appreciate it greatly.
Pleasure.
There are people who are really struggling here in Monmouth County. The bad economic situation exacerbated by Superstorm Sandy. Many people still out of their homes. They are in need of food. It's a desperate situation.
Absolutely. And, you know, how successful are previous food drives that we've had throughout Monmouth County?
I reinstituted the food drive 3 years ago. In the past 2 years, we have been able to provide 20 tons of food. And that is huge, considering that the food pantries are down all across. The food bank itself in Monmouth and Ocean County actually is a conduit, a feeding device to so many food pantries in local communities. And the food drives are necessary, particularly this time of year, although hunger is 12 months a year.
Sure.
But this time of year, the donations have dropped off drastically.
Absolutely.
So I'm asking people, please, to give.
And, you know, Freeholder, it's so important because a lot of people give during Thanksgiving and during Christmas, and, you know, people in time of need, you know, we donate the turkeys and the food, and you clean out your cabinets and donate. But like you said, it's 12 months a year. It's so important, spring, summer, fall, winter. Very much so,
very much so. And as we stated, so many people are under financial duress. You know, it's interesting if you look at the average family of 2 adults and 2 children, and the difficulties of $74,000 a year. 10% of our population, as wealthy as Monmouth County is, but 10% of our population is under that $74,000 level. And that really creates a drain. Jobs are not plentiful. We know that.
How did this partnership start with the food bank?
I met a wonderful person in Carlos Rodriguez, who is the director of the Monmouth and Ocean County Food Bank. I asked Carlos, how can the county, provide assistance and be involved? And he said, gee, we could always use a food drive, and so we reinstituted that food drive. Carlos and staff do a wonderful job there. And we're very proud to be in a partnership with them.
Sure. And how do you connect people with that food bank?
Well, we have here in Monmouth County, back in 2012 when I served as director, I found that I was alerted that we were having a food stamp crisis.
Yeah.
Phones weren't being answered, so I brought 5 people in to actually handle that responsibility. We were just so overwhelmed. Right now, presently, we have 18,000 food stamp cases here in Monmouth County, and we're gaining about 1,300 new food stamp cases each and every month, and that's overwhelming. So that's where the demand came in, and those people that do not qualify for food stamps or fall through the cracks in whatever technicality there might be, they have the opportunity of going to the food bank and getting nutritious food.
And when we talk about the food, what should people be donating?
Well, you know, anything that is really very high in protein, a quality protein food. Simple staples, canned goods are necessary, but simple staples like peanut butter and jelly, tuna fish, canned beans, canned vegetables, anything of that nature is certainly accepted, as well as financial donations.
Absolutely. And obviously anything with a long shelf life, correct?
Yes, a long shelf life, absolutely.
And where can people make those donations?
Well, we have a program right now in our library system. Our county buildings will also have bins where folks can drop foodstuffs off. Also, our parks department is participating, and people can drop things off. We want to have that diversity of area where people can span. Monmouth County, geographically, is a large place.
Sure.
And we want people to have the opportunity of convenience.
Exactly.
Dropping things
Absolutely,
off.
that's so important. And we've mentioned Superstorm Sandy, people still being displaced, but in addition to that, why is the need for emergency food so great?
Well, when we look at the financial situation, people are really, really struggling. And, Cynthia, it's no longer somebody across the state or across the county that's hungry or in another town there or even across town. It's people that are oftentimes in our own streets and our own neighborhoods that are really feeling this desperate pinch. I receive phone calls each and every day of people who are in tears. Mr. Curley, we gave to the food bank previously, and now we need the food bank.
Yeah.
And we make that connection for them. It's a nightmare out there, and I urge our citizens to please help. Help their fellow human beings survive, because it's a crisis, and it's an unwritten crisis. So many people are embarrassed about coming forth, but hunger is extremely prevalent. Probably 45% of the people that participate in the food bank with children see hunger even in getting food from a food bank or any other food source.
Yeah. All right, Fielder, thanks so much for joining us. A very important and critical topic here in Monmouth County and throughout the state at times. And that is all the time we have for this segment of Monmouth in Focus. For more information, you can, of course, go to www.visitmonmouth.com. I'm Cynthia Scott. Have a great day, everyone.